This is just some pallet wood that I collected. Nothing special about it. The grain looked pretty decent, so I figured it might make a pretty cool looking tool tote. I usually start off just marking around a quarter of an inch or so from the edge. That's where you'll start with your dividers. Depending on how many dovetails you want, will dictate how many steps you take. But the important part is, as you'll notice here, that last space after the line, when you go either all the way to the left or to the right, that little space right there, your chisel needs to fit in there, because that's going to be the space between your pins. So you want to be able to make sure your chisel fits in there. And of course, don't forget your baseline, which should be the thickness of your board, which that will be where you cut to. Once you've marked all those, go ahead and set your gauge to your thickness of the board, like that, and that'll give you your baseline this way that you want to cut to. Now whenever you're marking all the way around, I usually cut the tails first. Go ahead, describe a line all the way around, and then go over it with a pencil so you can see it. Now on the tails, the pins, you don't have to mark the edge because you're not cutting that piece off, so there's no point in marking it there. Now what I like to do is whenever you come down to lay to mark them out with your little marker here, I always like to cut from the side facing out, so if there is a mistake on your part, it's going to be on the inside. So you go ahead and get your marker that you made. I made this one in one of the prior videos, but if you don't have one of those, you can go ahead and order one online, whichever one you want, whichever one you choose, 1 to 6, 1 to 8. Here's one here that I bought a long time ago for cheap before I made that one. So if you don't have one, that you made yourself, you can go ahead. Remember to always put your point in there first and then bring your marker to it like that. That way you know you're exactly where you want to be. And there you go. You don't really need to mark the opposite side. You know, if you want to, if you can, if you want to, you can choose to, but it's better to practice on a bunch of scraps. Just marking one side and learning to cut it straight. Whenever you're cutting your tails, don't worry too much. I mean, try to get as straight as you can, but don't worry too much if you're off a little bit, because it's not really going to matter too much, because you're going to transfer these lines to the other board for the pins. So if you veer off a little bit, as long as it's not too bad, it's not that big of a deal. Once you get them all, then you reposition your feet, get a comfortable stance. You want to start your line, get it established so you have something for the blade to fall into. Then you adjust for your angle. That one was just a little bit off, but not a big deal.
For me, this is the quickest way I've figured out to remove the waste instead of taking all that time chiseling it away.
Another one of the things that I like to do that helps, especially for brand new ones, brand new chisels, is to put a little bevel on the edges. I like to hold it like this, and whenever they come brand new, the edges are really sharp. You can get little nicks and cuts on your hand. Plus, it also, whenever you get close to the dovetail, reduces the chances of cutting into it, which I've done before.
Remember, it doesn't have to be all the way flat, the bottom. It's okay to actually undercut it a little bit, like I've said before, as long as it touches the edges. That way it'll seat all the way in.
tight, but I'm okay with that. You can always sneak up on it with a file. Better tight than too loose.